Manila Broadcasting Company.
Ang Dibisyon ng Biliran Alternative Learning System kasama ang buong kagawaran ng edukasyon at kaagapay ang pamahalaan ng probinsya ng Biliran ay buong pusong inihahandog ang programang pangradyo na pinamagatang Als Radyo Eskwela. Ito ay inyong mapapakinggan tuwing Lunes at Biyernes sa ganap na alas 11 hanggang alas 11:30 ng umaga dito lamang sa 103.9 Radyo Natin FM. Walang makahahadlang, walang maiiwan sa Alternative Learning System. Tiyak na may pag-asa, sama-samang lilipad para maabot ang pangarap sa hamong kinakaharap. Patuloy na aangat, edukasyon para sa lahat, sulong edukalidad. Ito ang DepEd Als Radyo Eskwela ng Dibisyon ng Biliran.
Good morning, Biliran. Good morning, dear listeners and followers of Biliran Division Alternative Learning System School on Air. I am Sir Art, one of your hosts for today's episode of Als Radyo Eskwela. We are now broadcasting live on 103.9 Radyo Natin FM. And you can also watch us live on the Facebook page of 103.9 Radyo Natin FM Naval Biliran. My co-pilot for today's episode is also an ALS implementer from Colaba District, Sir Eric Francisco. Hello, Sir Eric. Good morning.
Good morning too, Sir Art, especially to our dear learners, listeners, and co-ALS teachers in the division of Biliran. I am glad to be here with you today for another enjoyable and informative discussion. To our dear learners, make sure that you are in a comfortable place, ready your mind, and give your full time and attention to listen to our discussion. Prepare your notebook and ballpen so you can take note the important details about our topic for today.
That is right, Sir Eric. For today's episode, we are going to talk about our digital rights. In the modern world, almost every act online is an act of expression. Participating in an online chat, networking, surfing websites, reading news, and downloading files are acts of imparting or accessing information. In line with this, we are going to discuss on how to understand our digital rights, which is to protect, respect personal and legal rights such as the right to privacy, intellectual property rights, freedom of speech and protection from hate speech, and this includes handling personal information online with discretion of protecting privacy of oneself and contacts. I repeat, today we are going to discuss on how to understand our digital rights, which is to protect, respect personal and legal rights such as the right to privacy, intellectual property rights, freedom of speech and protection from hate speech. And this includes handling personal information online with discretion of protecting privacy of oneself and contacts. Understood? Very good.
Before we go further with our discussion, let us first read the question for our Tanong Ko, Sagot Mo. And reminder to our listeners, learners, and followers, the first person to text or comments the correct answer will be given 50 pesos worth of load sponsored by one of our ALS implementers here in the division of Biliran, Miss Liami Corto. Thank you so much for the load, Ma'am Liami.
Yes, thank you so much, Ma'am Leia. And now, here is our question for our Tanong Ko, Sagot Mo. This term describes the human rights that allow individual to access, use, create, publish digital media, or to access and use computers, other electronic devices, or communication network. I repeat, this term describes the human rights that allow individual to access, use, create, publish digital media, or to access and use of computers and other electronic devices or communication network.
You can text your answer with your name and address to 0946-3746-450. Again, text your answer with your name and address to 0946 374 6450. And for those who are watching us live on 103.9 Radio Natin Facebook page, you can type your answer with your name, address, and cell phone number on the comment box. Again, for those who are watching us live on 103.9 Radio Natin Facebook page, you can type your answer with your name, address, and cell phone number on the comment box. The first to give the correct answer will be receive 50 pesos worth of load. Did you get it? Okay.
My dear learners and listeners, listen attentively to our discussion so you can give us the correct answer. And if you think you already know the answer, feel free to send your answer to the cell phone we have mentioned earlier, 0946 374 6450, or type your answer in the comment box if you are watching us live on Facebook.
That is true, Sir Art. Our dear learners, lend us your ears and keep your mind open to our discussion so you will not only know the correct answer for our question, but you will also understand and protect your digital rights. Before we proceed, let us first hear a short dialogue between Mary and Gab. Are you ready? Alright, let's go!
Hey Gab, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
You look nervous.
Well, it's going to be my best friend's birthday on Monday, and I still don't know what to give her. I think I'm going to search online.
Hey, but be careful about the sites that you will visit, okay?
Sure, have a good day, Mary. Huh? This site is requesting access to your information. Okay, accept. Next, you must have an account to access the site. Log in your Facebook account? I guess it's not that bad. Click OK.
You've got mail.
Wow, that's weird. What are these notifications?
Hey Gab, how's your guest going?
Hi Mary. I'm still looking, but I'm asked you something.
Sure, what is it?
I keep getting on these emails and notification texts about birthday gifts.
Did you have to create an account on the website you use?
Yeah.
And you read the website terms and policies?
No, I think it's not a big deal.
Well, you should read those privacy terms next time. This site may have written a language to share your information, which is why you are getting those messages.
Oh, I better go back and cancel my account before it gives another email and share my information. Thank you, Mary.
No problem, and remember to make sure your privacy is protected.
From the dialogue that you have heard, did you experience the same thing? Creating an account and receiving notification online? How did it feel? How can we avoid such experiences? That, my dear learners, is what we are going to learn for today. Are you now excited? Okay, let's move on.
Nowadays, people are spending more time online than ever before. Through online, we can easily communicate with our friends and colleagues, join groups and movements without having to disclose our identities, share ideas and connect with everyone, anytime, anywhere. Almost every act in the modern world online is an act of expression. In the era of digitalization, law needs to be adopted to protect and safeguard our vital rights. Digital rights are those human rights and legal rights that allow individuals to access, use, create, and publish digital media, or to access and use computers, other electronic devices, and telecommunications network. Again, digital rights are those human rights and legal rights that allow individuals to access, use, create, and publish digital media or to access and use computers, other electronic devices, and telecommunications network. Understood? Good!
Digital technologies are transforming the way basic rights such as freedom of expression and access to information are exercised, protected, and violated. The law is therefore adapting to the new era with the development of digital rights and digital citizenship, allowing and regulating access to online information in a secure and transparent manner. Although each country is developing its own digital rights charter, there are some general digital rights that all countries should follow.
These common general digital rights are: first, universal and equal access. People should be able to access the internet regardless of their income, their geographical location, or these disabilities. The United Nations Human Rights Council recognizes in a report that the right of access is essential to freedom of opinion. Again, universal and equal access states that people should be able to access the internet regardless of their income, their geographical location, or their disabilities.
Second is freedom of expression, information, and communication. Everyone has the right to share his ideas and opinions online. These basic human rights are threatened on the internet when government blocks networks, which is the violation of the right to websites or social communication and free association. Once again, freedom of expression, information, and communication, or the right to share his ideas and opinions online.
The third one is privacy and data protection. Citizens must have control over who stores their personal data and be able to delete them anytime. They must have the ability to make autonomous choices about their lives and relationships, without outside interference or intimidation. Once more, privacy and data protection means that everyone must have the ability to make autonomous choices about their lives and relationships, without outside interference or intimidation.
The fourth one is the right to anonymity. The protection of anonymity is a vital component in protecting both the right to freedom of expression and the right to privacy. Anonymity allows individuals to express themselves without fear of reprisals or punishments. Once again, the right to anonymity allows individuals to express themselves without fear of reprisal or punishments.
The fifth right is the right to be forgotten. This is the right to have a person's private information removed from the internet searches, database, and directories. These includes photographs, credentials, addresses, and other personal content in the digital history at his or her own request. Just like in the dialogue earlier, Gab was able to delete her account after she receives different emails and notifications. I repeat, the right to be forgotten is the right to have a person's private information removed from the internet searches.
Sixth is protection of minors. Government must not only ensure the protection of children in the internet. Technology changes the way kids socialize and interact with others, which can have huge impact on their mental and emotional well-being. It has now become common knowledge that the high levels of social media use in both kids and adults can lower self-esteem and create negative moods. Again, protection of minors. Government must ensure the protection of children in the internet.
And for the seventh and final general digital rights, the intellectual property rights. Authors must be guaranteed recognition of their artistic or literary work and the right to be remunerated for its use, while guaranteeing free access to works that are already in the public domain. Examples are a product design, copyright of a book or article, unique design of web page, and many more. Once again, Authors must be guaranteed recognition of their artistic or literary work and the right to be remunerated for its use.
Alright, those are the 7 examples of our general digital rights: universal and equal access, freedom of expression, information and communication, privacy and data protection, right to anonymity, right to be forgotten, protections of minors, and intellectual property. Did you understand? Very good!
Peter Parker or Spider-Man once said, "With great power comes great responsibilities." Everyone has the right to use the internet and express his or her feelings. But that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. Being a digital citizen means that you are a part of digital community and therefore must exercise self-awareness and should respect one another. Understanding, protecting, and respecting your personal and everyone else's legal rights are examples of being responsible user in a digital world. Here are some tips on how you can enjoy these rights.
First and foremost, think before you post. Remember that anything you write online is public. Be mindful and respectful when posting pictures and comments online. Never write anything that is meant to harm or harass others. Once again, think before you post.
Next, be aware of the personal information you give out on the internet. Make sure you are using secure websites and always log out after computer use. Never trust web page that uses your personal information in order to grant you an access. It is better to ask for someone's help before clicking the web page. I repeat, be aware of the personal information you give out on the internet.
Be careful when picking users' names and passwords. Make them complex to avoid online hackers and always store them in a safe place. If possible, avoid using your information such as birthday or cell phone numbers as password, for it can be easily guessed. Once again, be careful when picking usernames and passwords.
And another one is give credit when credit is due. Always remember to cite resources that are not your own. This includes pictures, videos, websites, blogs, and articles. It is better to look for several websites online that can help you to create citations. Again, give credit when credit is due.
When in school, use technology for educational purposes only. Posting on social networking sites, using technology to cheat, sending threats, and inappropriate use of digital resources can result in serious consequences. It is wise to report those who use technology to lessen the rate of cyberbullying and harassment. Again, when in school, use technology for educational purposes only.
And those, my dear learners, are the tips on how to understand, protect, and respect your personal and everyone else's legal rights online. Let's say it again. Think before you post. Be aware of the personal information you give out on the internet. Be careful when picking usernames and passwords. Give credit when credit is due. And when in school, use technology for educational purposes only. Got it? Alright!
Now, to test if you have understood our lesson, we will have a short activity. Get your pen and paper and answer the following situations. Try to understand each situation and write what type of digital right is shown in the situation. Again, try to understand each situation and write what type of digital right is shown in the situation. Are you now ready? Okay, let's begin.
Number 1. Maricel loves shopping. She found out that it is easier to shop online. She hurriedly downloaded an application and installed it. Before logging in, she read the privacy and policy of the application. After making sure that the app is trusted, she immediately opened it and started shopping. I repeat, for number 1, Maricel loves shopping. She found out that it is easier to shop online. She hurriedly downloaded an application and installed it. Before logging in, she read the privacy and policy of the application. After making sure that the application is trusted, she immediately opened it and started shopping.
Number 2. After using the computer at the internet cafe, Jeneline browsed the internet history to delete the files she downloaded and the searches she made. Before turning the computer off, she made sure that her account was logged out and left the internet cafe. I repeat, after using the computer at the internet cafe, Jeneline browsed the internet history to delete the files she downloaded and the searches she made. Before turning the computer off, she made sure that her account was logged out and left the internet cafe.
And for number 3, Clarissa shares her opinion on her social media account about the drama she likes. She says that it should be one of the best dramas of all time. Many agrees to her opinion and it gathered hundreds of likes online. Once more, Clarissa shared her opinion on her social media account about the drama she likes. She says that it should be one of the best dramas of all time. Many agrees to her opinion and it gathered hundreds of likes online.
Are you done answering? That's great! Now, let's see if you got the correct answers. For number 1, Maricel loves shopping. She found out that it is easier to shop online. She hurriedly downloaded an application and installed it. Before logging in, she read the privacy and policy of the application. After making sure that the application is trusted, she immediately opened it and started shopping. The answer is privacy and data protection because she has the right to review the policy and privacy of the application she downloaded. Again, privacy and data protection.
And for number 2, after using the computer at the internet cafe, Jeneline browsed the history to delete the files she downloaded and the searches she made. Before turning the computer off, she made sure that her account was logged out and left the internet cafe. What digital right is this? The answer is the right to be forgotten. Everyone has the right to delete his or her private information, the history, and the internet searches. I repeat, the right to be forgotten.
And for the last number, Clarissa shares her opinion on her social media account about the drama she likes. She says that it should be one of the best drama of all time. Many agrees to her opinion and it gathered hundreds of likes online. The correct answer is freedom of expression, information, and communication. Why? Because everyone has the right to express his or her opinions and feelings. Once again, freedom of expression, information, and communication.
Now, count the number of your correct answers. If you were able to get 3 points, that's great. But if not, don't feel bad because we will still have other activity. Just do your best on our next activity so you can get a higher mark. Do you understand? Okay.
Now, let's move on to our final activity. In this activity, try to understand each situation and how will you react if you will encounter this situation. Again, try to understand each situation and how will you react if you will encounter this situation. Are you ready? Very good. Now, let us continue.
Number 1. You have a classmate who downloaded the answers on the internet without citing the author of the article. You know that his answer is the same as what you have seen online. What will you do? I repeat, you have a classmate who downloaded the answers on the internet without citing the author of the article. You know that his answer is the same as what you have seen online. What will you do?
Number 2. You saw someone who forgot to log out her Facebook account on the computer that you are about to use at the internet cafe. What will you do? Again, you saw someone who forgot to log out her Facebook account on the computer that you are about to use at the internet cafe. What will you do?
And for the last number 3. Your niece is playing online when suddenly an ads about a game that uses firearms and knife appears. What will you do? Once again, your niece is playing online when suddenly an ads about a game that uses firearms and knives appears. What will you do?
A reminder to our dear learners and listeners, after answering the given activity, keep it and wait for your ALS implementers to collect it. Okay?
And so, dear learners, this is the end of our insightful discussion for today's topic. But before we end, let us find out first who is the lucky winner of our Tanong Ko, Sagot Mo. Sir Eric, do we have a winner now?
Yes, Sir Art. Our winner is none other than Mary Ann Mesias from Almeria District. Our question is, this term describes the human rights and allow individual to access, use, create, publish digital media or to access and use computers, other electronics devices or communication network. And his or her her answer is digital rights. That is correct. You are our lucky winner of 50 pesos worth of load. Just wait for our staff that will contact you to process your prize.
Alright, congratulations again, Miss Mary Ann. And for those who are not lucky to win today, don't be disappointed, for you still have a chance to win on our Tanong Ko, Sagot Mo on our next episode of Als Radyo Eskwela this coming Monday, June 21, 2021 at 11 o'clock to 11:30 in the morning. Again, this is Sir Art, which leave you with a quotation. In a world where everyone shows and tells everything, value discretion and privacy. Once again, good morning everyone and God bless.
And this is Sir Eric saying, believe in yourself. If you can dream it, then you can do it. Once again, good morning everyone. Stay home and stay safe.
Ang dibisyon ng biliran.